and welcome to this week's Fundamentals. My name is Thomas and I'm the host of this channel. It came to my attention that the tax laws in Portugal regarding cryptocurrency are very unclear. So I want to dedicate this video to explain to you the tax laws in Portugal. I'll do that by speaking myself and by showing an article where they explain the rules even more clearly. What most of you don't know is that besides the fact that I'm a huge crypto fan, I also have experience in tax advisory in Portugal. I have advised multiple people about taxes, opening activities, and applying for the special resident status. So with that said, let's jump into this video. So let's start this video with the big question. Is crypto taxed in Portugal? Only when you are a full-time trader and all your incomes are coming from your crypto trade, so buying and selling crypto, you are taxed in Portugal. All others, so staking, farming, or capital gains, meaning the profits from your crypto, are not taxed in Portugal. You can only get taxed in Portugal once you become a resident. So what is a resident? A resident is someone that is planning to stay more than 183 days per year in Portugal. It can also be that you are really splitting your life in between two countries. Then it's important where is the center of your life. So where does your wife, your children, or your family live? So I said, Portugal doesn't tax over your cryptos. But what you have to take in consideration is that the other country where you were a resident before can tax your cryptos. I'll help this with an example. Imagine you're moving from the US to Portugal and you decide on your first day of residency in Portugal to pay out your crypto gains. Portugal won't tax your cryptos. But it might be that the US does tax your cryptos. In order to understand if they have the right to do this, you have to understand the tax conversion between Portugal and the US. This is an agreement where both countries decide where a certain income is taxed or where a certain individual is taxed. So it's important that you're always looking into your own private situation and don't compare it with others. So besides the fact that, as I explained, crypto is not taxed in Portugal, rules might change. And in order to secure yourself from these rules, you could apply for the non-habitual resident status, in short, NHR status. With this NHR status, you won't be taxed from incomes abroad. So you won't be taxed on dividends, interest, and the same counts for crypto. Something that is interesting to know and to think about is that, for example, decentralized exchanges are actually allocated everywhere. So the income is as much from abroad as from Portugal itself. This is still not very clarified for Portugal and any other tax laws. And besides that, you can open an activity to declare your crypto gains. So if you're a full-time trader, it means that you have to open an activity. I can help you through this. Then you have to declare your incomes and you are just taxed the normal way. So besides this, let's look into the article. So this is the article that I wanted to share with you. It's from the 7th of November this year. Portugal is fast becoming the #1 country for anyone involved in crypto, especially long-term investors and retail traders. Official statistics clearly show that the immigration to Portugal is growing a lot year after year. And a good chunk of these are expats, young people below the age of 40. Here, Portugal is one of the few countries that is forward-looking and encouraging the immigration of high net worth individuals, investors, and entrepreneurs. This will result in these people having positive effect on the local economy by spending their money within Portugal. Not only that, they will bring new and bright ideas and will start new businesses in the country. So why does Portugal do this? Why are they so open towards crypto and also open toward high-worth individuals with the special status that I shared with you earlier? So the requirements for the NHR. The government of Portugal offers tax benefits to everyone with a unique advantage, no minimum stay requirement in the country. You only have to meet one of the following requirements. Stay for a minimum of 183 days in the country, whether interrupted or continuous. So this is the same as a resident. So in order to be a special resident, you need to be a resident in the first place. The second one is have a house available or have intention to live here. So with that, you need a long-term contract, so a long-term contract to stay, so not for an Airbnb, but really like a few months, or you need to purchase a property, which also shows that you want to stay for a long time. Besides that, there is also, you can be a member of the Portuguese ship or aircraft, have spouse or children in the country. Is not really a rule. It's just to decide where is your special residence. Where is your residence? As I explained earlier, if you're not really clear in where do you stay most of the year, then where your spouse or your children or your family, that is becoming your residence country. Or be employed by a Portuguese state. Again, this is special rules. How crypto tax works in Portugal. Basically, we need to understand how profit and sale of crypto is treated in Portugal. In most countries, this is treated as capital gains, so buying and selling of crypto, and taxed accordingly. What about Portugal? Cryptocurrencies or virtual currencies are technically not considered money due to not having legal tender in Portugal. However, they can be exchanged with a resulting profit for real currencies, euro, dollar, or other at exchanges, with the prices being determined by the demand for said cryptocurrency. Thus, cryptocurrencies can generate different types of taxable income. One is gains obtained from purchases of the sale of a virtual currency within the exchange. The second one is the obtaining commissions for provision and services related to obtaining cryptocurrency, or for the gains derived from sales of products of services in cryptocurrency. So I am a consultant, so I sell my services and some of my clients pay in cryptocurrency. The profits from the activity are candidates for three categories of income types. So these are Portuguese income types known in Portuguese tax law. Capital gains, that is category G, the sale of an apartment, sales or shares. Capital yields is category E, which is the rent from an apartment or dividends. Also interest. Then there is a professional income. So this is an income from an activity, like me being a consultant. This is category B. So for category G, Article 10 of the IRS code specifies that cases that are taxable as capital gains. The key thing to note here is that when the legislator created the law, they resorted to closed type, meaning that the law is specifically for the items mentioned, nothing else. So this law was created before cryptocurrencies, so cryptocurrencies is not part of this law. Then category E. This category clearly does not apply for the sale of cryptocurrency assets, since it relates to yields on capital like dividends and rental income. On the other hand, I would note that the income derived from services such as BlockFi, uHodler, and other crypto interest accounts would probably fall in this category. The same goes to income from crypto staking and Ethereum staking. So this is income that you can just see as interest. Like you allocate your assets somewhere and those assets gain rewards and gain a return on investment. And that is taxed normally. But again, crypto is not involved in this yet. This could change in the future. I would really like to warn you for that. Then there is category B. There's a tricky one. Category B relates to the income of a self-employed worker. So in this category, income can be taxed whether it comes from sales, whether it comes from capital income, or any other nature, pursuant to paragraph 1 of Article 3 of the IRS code. So for me, whenever I send an invoice and people pay in crypto, once I receive the funds, I will declare the amount it was worth at that time. So not when I take it from the exchange, I declare it when I received it. And the convention, so the worth of that crypto assets in euros. Conversion, sorry. The conclusion of the document states clearly that the sales of cryptocurrencies is not taxable in Portugal, unless due to frequency it constitutes of a professional or entrepreneurial activity, which would make it taxable under category B. So you have to start up an activity. There are several factors that determine whether one's trading activity is professional or not. These include the number of trades per day, week, month, or year, holding period of the financial products, the complexity of traded financial products, number of trading platforms used, debt to equity ratio, credit financing, profit level and relationship to other income, additional relevant trading activities such as advice, trader's main activity, where else do you get your money from? So is it a main income? Then more or likely you will be taxed on that. The fact that one of the factors listed above applies to you does not automatically make you a professional trader. Ultimately, one must look at the individual's overall situation, and this can be reliably done by involving a tax lawyer who will give you a written opinion. So I'm not a tax lawyer, I don't have any law degrees, I just have work experience in Portugal, and based on that, I can advise people on taxes. So besides that, there is also some specific information I wanted to share with you. So crypto-friendly banks in Portugal, from the information I have so far, so from the writer, it seems that Millennium or BBVA both play nice with crypto exchanges. So these are both big banks in Portugal. Besides that, there is also property sold in Portugal for cryptocurrency. There was luxury property sold for Cardano only a month ago. And then there is the golden visa investment, which means that if you invest more than $500,000 in a property or $1 million in a business in Portugal, you can get the golden visa. And hereby you can get the Portuguese passport and become a resident based on that. Because for Europeans, it's very easy to become a resident in Portugal. For people outside of Europe, they most likely need the golden visa or need to contact an immigration consultant to help you in the process. So with that said, this is the end of the video. I hope it was clear. If you have any questions, please leave the comments below and I will respond as clear as possible. If you would like to discuss your situation in private, also leave a comment below and I'll contact you so we can stay in touch. And I hope to see you next week. Bye.